Your bike probably does more crack than they do. He just launches that fucker off there, bends the forks like into the frame. Like, it was bad. It was hilarious. But the crackheads, they're not very good, but they will send the biggest shit that even like the best riders won't send. I'm not going off that roof in that hill. No way. I'm not on crack.
That girl, she got with my clone. I told that little girl that she got it. Just do better. Are you serious? I swear my money is serious.
Every single time you go to a skate park, you will encounter one of these types of riders. At least. Every time. Today, I wrote down 6 types of BMX riders, and while I was making this list, I was like, shit, okay, there are a million different types of BMX riders. I can make a part 2, part 3, and if you have any types of BMX riders that you've encountered, or maybe you are yourself that I didn't say in today's video, let me know down in the comments below, and I will make a part 2. But, yeah, there are definitely stereotypes in BMX. I made a video talking about the 7 types of people you'll encounter at the skate park, but this is specific to BMX. Similar video, but this is just BMX riders. And this shit is going to be funny. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. My name is Greyson Roberts. And make me a bet. If I make you laugh at least one time, I'm not that funny, so it's a pretty good deal for you. If I make you laugh one time, you owe me a like. If not, fuck it. Move on with the day. Go back to watching Jake Paul. That's totally fine. But if I do, hit the like button and you might as well subscribe while you're down there. Maybe even hit that post notification bell. I don't know. Fuck that. I mean, that's up to you. Let's jump right into the video. So we're going to start simple. The first 2 are going to be classics. And the first one is Street Rider. So, to be qualified as a street rider, you hate skate park edits, you hate skate park clips, you fucking hate skate parks. Street or you didn't actually land the trick. You've always got to ride a sketchy bike, and the chain's got to be dangling at all times. It's got to be smacking that frame. You're not doing crank flips. If you're not doing crank flips or pull-up bars, what the fuck you doing? You're not a street rider. You've always got to wear a beanie. 4-piece bars are a must. And, dude, if you're not puffing a dart, aka cigarette, you're not street. Like, let's be real. But it is 2000, whatever it is. I had one in here. Here we go. Disclaimer, this is just a prop for the video. Or a jewel. This isn't a jewel, but it's just for the video. You know, I could do a bar spin, but why do that when I could do a fucking pull-up bar? What are you, fucking dumb? Street riders. It's probably the biggest, most common stereotype out there. I don't know what stereotype I'm a part of. My chain is as tight as it could possibly be. I can't crank flip because I do tail ups because my chain's tight. I've literally, like, physically, I've been trying it for years. I can't pull up bar. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'll hop truck and hop whip all day first try, but I can't pull up bar. Am I a street rider? I don't know. I love riding street, but I love skate parks even more, to be honest. Speaking of skate parks, the next stereotype is the park rat. You gotta wear skinny jeans, you gotta wear pads, and you've gotta wear the super long fucking shirt. Dude, if your shirt is not past your cock, you're not a park rider. I mean, let's be real. If you're not wearing skinny jeans, and I can't see your pads through your skinny jeans, and your shirt is almost down to your pads, if I can see the lumps in your legs and I can't see your cock, that means you're a park rider. There's no getting around it. I didn't make the rules. Pretty sure that one's in the Bible. They only do tail ups. Whether they can or not, they're either doing tail ups or trying tail ups. They love bar spins, several bar spins at a time. They're the ones over there, you know, at the box jump doing this. You know, you might see a street rider. Ah, fuck, I'm stuck. You might see a street rider, you know, doing a 180 T-bog and, you know, doing a half cab crank flip into the box. And you see that park rider with their loud ass hubs. The fucking, what's it called? The profile hubs. The ones that go zzz, you know, zzz, or what do they do? Zzz. Fuck, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a park rider, I don't know, but if you're not doing all those, you're not a true park rider. I mean, let's be real. Next stereotype we have. I don't really know what to call this one. I just call them the crackheads. The people who go to the skate park who don't really ride BMX. Usually they're wearing a cutoff, some weird shorts. They've got like some Osiris's or some Jordans on or whatever the fuck they got from Goodwill. Not throwing any shade at these people, but I don't make the rules. Like I said, I'm just here to tell you what's up. And what's up is crackheads who suck at riding bikes, but will try fucking anything. If they see you doing a backflip, damn, fuck it, we're gonna do backflip. Some of my good friends is what I would consider a crackhead. I got a buddy, he's actually kind of decent at BMX. He, you know, can't bar spin, can't tail up, but he'll try those. He'll try them if you tell him to. But one time we were on top of his roof. This was when I was like, years ago. I was maybe 15. He was on top of his roof. Like I said, you know, can't tail up, can't bar spin, never really have that much bike control. On his roof, about to ride off of a huge roof into a huge hill. His dad comes home and says, yo, get off the roof. And I'm just chilling there like, I just want to see what happens. Go off the roof. He doesn't actually go off the roof. He was about to though, but he throws his bike. You know, the bike throws that always have the sketchy ass bikes, like sketchier than the street riders. Like their bike probably does more crack than they do. He just launches that fucker off there, bends the forks like into the frame. Like it was bad. It was hilarious. But the crackheads, they're not very good, but they will send the biggest shit that even like the best riders won't send. I'm not going off that roof in that hill. No way. I'm not on crack. Oh yeah, and they always want to ask you to ride your bike. Yo, dog, can I ride your bike? Are you gonna fucking steal it? Nah, dog. Well, I'm afraid to say no. Every BMX friend group has this one guy, the hothead. The requirements? Be Dylan Ashlock. I don't know if you guys know who Dylan Ashlock is. I'm always talking about him in the vlogs. His channel is OPBMX. Go subscribe to him. This dude, if he doesn't land a trick the second try, he's either screaming, grunting, bright red, or throwing his bike like a frisbee. Now, if you're an OG to this channel, back when I vlogged a lot, we would go to the skate park, and I was living in Kansas City. Dylan would always be in the vlogs doing some crazy shit. He'd try bar spin. He can bar, you know, if it's the third time and he slipped the hand on the bar spin, the bike's over the fence. Like, the bike's gone. Everybody's got that hothead friend, and mine is definitely Dylan. There's not even much to say about that. The requirements to be a hothead is to be Dylan Ashlock. There's no exceptions. And this is another category that I didn't really know how to explain very well, but this is my favorite to see at the skate park. I titled it as the yo, watch this guy. I don't know what else to title it. See if you know what I'm talking about. If you have a better name for this category, I'm sure you do. Let me know in the comments below, but it's the dude, kind of like the crackhead, but he could be a little kid, he can be an adult, he could be a beginner, or he could be a professional. The dude who is always eating shit. And if you see this motherfucker rolling into the box jump, it's like, yo, dog, watch this. And he just face plants every time, always eats shit. My yo, watch this guy friend is Caleb, and here's his situation. Like I said, these come in all shapes and sizes. This dude is a beginner. He's not that young. He's 17. I'm 18, so he's not that young. And he's fat. This dude is fat. That's why, you know, he's not have the bike control, but he's got fucking momentum to fall. Every time he goes in, it's like, yo, watch this dude. You won't, even if I don't know the guy, it's like, doc, you're gonna, trust me. Happy early Christmas, Merry Christmas, watch this. Every time he goes in. I'm sure you guys know Caleb. Just like Dylan, when I was living in Kansas City, Dylan and Caleb were in all the vlogs. You guys know him as Swamp Ass. Every time he tries a 180, he just ends up on his face, his head, he's rolling all over the ground, you know. He's basically the shape of a yoga ball, so once he gets going, he can't stop. It's great. It's so fun to watch. Tries hard tricks like this dude can barely fakie, and he's throwing bar spins. You know, I love talking about Swamp Ass. I miss you, dog. I know you're watching this. I want to see you down in the comments below. I want to say something. For everybody who's wondering where Swamp Ass is, I moved 3 hours away. He's still there. I'm going to be visiting those guys real soon, so you'll see the hothead and Caleb eat shit. I could have made this video 2 hours long. There's a million different categories. If you have one that you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments below for the part 2. But the last one we have is the guy who says he's sponsored. This was me when I was like 14, dude. I got one shirt in the mail from a company with 500 followers. Dude, you couldn't fuck with me. Dude, you could not say anything to me. I was sponsored. You weren't. You were a peasant. I was basically God. I love seeing these people at the skate park. You know, they used to be all talkative. You know, some of them will show up to the skate park repping their shirt. You know, they'll throw on their headphones. They'll kind of say to the, you know, think they're better than everybody else. They'll kind of chill. They'll say, yo, yeah, I'm sponsored. That's right. I'm riding for a company now, dog. Throw it in their bio, tag them in all the things. They get like one shirt, maybe 5 shirts a month. A couple stickers, throw them on the bike. Can't fuck with them, dog. There's nothing you can say. You are not as good as these people. And the reason I love seeing them is because it's so cringy. And this was me when I was a kid. When I was first getting into BMX, I had a couple of those sponsors, and I've seen this so many times. Some of my friends, there's this Instagram page out there called Proteus BMX. When I was finally getting out of that stage and starting my own brand, I was getting like a bunch of DMs and comments from the little recruiters or whatever the fuck you call them, little twat waffles, and they would always say, yo, DM me for sponsorship opportunity, and you DM them, and then you would have to buy into one of their packages, or they might send you a shirt or whatever, and there's no real business, no real deal going on. I think what they were trying to get me to do, like, I've got so many comments from the little twat waffle recruiters or whatever you want to call them. They would always say, yo, buy this package, we'll send you shit monthly, you're sponsored or whatever. That's not how that works. Don't fall for that. Don't worry about any little clothing brand that's trying to get you to sell their stuff and not really care about you. Rep your homies, rep your own brand, or just leave it alone until something legit comes on. And if you ever have any sketchy deals coming your way, you're not so sure, send me a DM. If I happen to, you know, go through a couple DMs that day and I see it, I'll try to give you my best advice. You know, there are some legitimate brands out there, but Proteus, I don't know if you guys know who these are. Do you know who Proteus is? I used to see him comment on everybody's Instagram. And if you ride for Proteus and you think you're a god, fuck you. Dog, just go to like Goodwill, buy some blanks, throw some logos on it, and sell your own brand. Don't get caught into a pyramid scheme, dog. The kids who always think they're better than everybody because they're sponsored. Now, I'm not talking about professionals who ride for Sunday and Odyssey. I'm not talking about that type of people. I'm talking about the kids. You got to be like, 12 to 15 years old, gullible enough to take these deals, and then you think you are the shit. You are a goose sitting on a golden egg. Sponsored. That's all I have for this video. Let me know if there should be a part 2 and the types of riders that you've encountered at the skate park below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If I made you laugh, hold up your end of the deal, hit that like button. If not, go back to watching Jake Paul, dude. That's totally fine. I ain't gonna judge you. But while you're down there, just, like button, skip that dislike, or hit the dislike. I don't care if you dislike it, I still get engagement. It still helps. I mean, go over, hit that subscribe button, and while that subscribe button's loading, go hit that bell. I mean, just do me that favor. Anyway, guys, click the link in the description, pick up some merch. Thanks for supporting the channel, the brand, all my friends. Thanks for supporting Swamp Ass. Back when I was living in Kansas City and he was in the videos, I'd buy him lunch with, the merch sales and with some of the YouTube money. You support these guys, you buy him lunch, you hook them up with parts or whatever. Hook them up with some shirts. So thank you guys for supporting not only me, but the entire Boss Squad, all the KC homies, all the Springfield homies. It means a lot, and I'll see you guys next time. Little life hack. Go get yourself a Swamp Ass and a camera and fucking film that shit, dude. Gold mine. The biggest mistake I made was moving away from that kid.
Bueno. At the highest that I ever be. Yeah, look through the clouds, you just see God in me.